This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
To the air right away is Brady.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Down to the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 25 yards. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready. Right at the 50-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Down to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. In motion goes the tight end. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll send the tight end in motion. Straight ahead, Patterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Patterson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Forced out to his left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
The final shot before half for Brady. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's caught left side by Judy. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenneth Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
He'll look to throw.
Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They run the counter now on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. In motion, the tight end.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here we go on fourth down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try for the... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Brady now on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Up the middle, here's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 142 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Again, it's Walker.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brady to throw. He completes this to Walker.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
He's got this complete to Williams. And the Lions are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me.